Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Suyin here. Today we are still in the floristica of my home and I have a new video for y'all. So I hope you enjoy it and click the like button if you do and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Let's get started. Today's video is actually sponsored by Versa and thank you for collaborating with me on this video. I have been shopping around all the time actually for a good bank account or a good savings account for certain of my buckets that I use. So if you don't already know, I am a huge fan of the bucket system, and this is actually a money saving system that I employ to save me a lot of money. This system is the reason why I am able to invest and save consistently every single month because it just works very seamlessly for me. And as a result of using the bucket system, I do have quite a fair number of bank accounts that I use to navigate the different buckets of my life. So I will put that video up there for you to see how I actually manage my money through the bucket system. But today in particular, we're just going to be talking about one particular bucket, my gift fund. A gift fund is generally what I use to spend money on the people that I really care about for their birthdays, for special occasions. Think Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, weddings, anniversaries, things like that. And also you can use this gift fund to give to charity or your religious beliefs and donations. For me, my gift fund has been something that has really enabled me to have a lot of joy in this financial journey because I get to share it with the people that I care about. And the thing is that as time goes by, we get more and more sophisticated in what we want and we find better fits for our purposes. You see where I'm going here. What I found is that my previous gift fund bank account, I was using CIMB's savings account. I don't even remember if it's a savings account or a current account, but basically it is no longer a good fit for me anymore, and I will get into detail for exactly why that is. Whenever it comes to money, I have this belief where I need to give my money a role, a job of telling it what to do and where to go. So for this particular fund that I have, I'm telling my money to be a gift fund so that I can give to the people that I care about. And where to go, that is the tricky part. So where to go, I used to tell it to go to CIMB, and it was giving me an interest rate of 0.2% per year. That is nothing, and that doesn't float my boat. If I were to really get into the nitty-gritty of what I want in a high interest savings account, it's really that I want high interest, and CIMB is just not doing it for me right now. And that's where Versa comes in. So Versa is a new product. It launched very recently actually, and they are in collaboration with Affin Huang. So when you have products like these, we are familiar with them already. They are called money market funds. So money market funds are actually a really great tool that businesses use to save their capital and earn interest on top of that. Why they don't use FDs or fixed deposits is that they need to pay tax on the interest that they incur from fixed deposits. So this money market fund type product has been around for a very long time, and it's only recently that there have been quite a fair bit of products coming out in the market giving us as regular people access or more access to money market funds. And what I like about Versa is that it is so easy to utilize this, and I will show you a little bit more about the interface. But before that, what I want to give you is an overview of the landscape of products that are available to us and when we would use a money market fund versus a fixed deposit versus an investment type asset class. So let's get into that tall order right now. When it comes to managing our money, we need to be very clear with what we are trying to do. So for my gift fund, it is very clear to me that I'm just trying to manage my cash. So I'm looking for a cash management tool. And the cash management tools that are out there, I will list it down for you. There are our bank accounts, and there are our high interest savings bank accounts. So those are very different from regular bank accounts, so watch out for that. And then we also have our money market funds, and this comes in the form of different providers. So we have Versa, we have StashAway Simple, we have BIMB investment something or other, and there are different ways to access them, and for some it is much simpler. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Another cash management tool is actually, I would say, fixed deposits is kind of a cash management tool, to me at least, but it is a little more fixed in structure, and I will get into that very shortly. This is by no means an exhaustive list, but what we're gonna do is go through them very briefly on the advantages and the disadvantages. So a regular bank account, it's really good, it's very easy, you can move your money in and out instantly if you use like instant transfer features or do it now, things like that. And high interest savings accounts are great. I really like them. And the problem with them is that they change their policies or they change their interest rates every once in a while. So I have some old videos where I talked about the best savings accounts in Malaysia, and I made that in 2019, and right now, that information is kind of obsolete. Things have changed drastically, and I still have some really good high interest savings accounts, but you do need to qualify for certain interest rates sometimes in tiers. So let's talk about fixed deposits first before we mention money market funds. So fixed deposits, we are very familiar with them. Malaysians, Singaporeans, a lot of people, they call it term deposits as well, but a lot of people love this particular product because it is safe. It is money guaranteed. We are PIDM insured up to 250,000 ringgit per bank that we use. So people love this guaranteed form of saving, and it is very safe as well. The thing is, with fixed deposits, we do have quite a lot of terms. So we do have a minimum amount that we need before we can actually save in a fixed deposit. But at the same time, there is this thing called a clause where if we break that fixed deposit before the term of maturity, we get none of that interest that we earn. So basically, if you put your money in and locked it up for 1 full year, but you decided to break that FD or lift that FD in the 11th month, you're not going to get any of the interest that you would have accrued and compounded for that amount of months, 11 months, which is very sad. So here comes money market funds. Money market funds are my version of an FD, but with more perks. So the perks are that there is no minimum deposit, and also the company does all the work in negotiating and getting the right interest rates for us. They do all that planning, where they stagger the fixed deposits when they mature, all of that. They need to have that strategy in mind to create this money market fund. And what I really like is a platform like Versa has a really good interface where you just enjoy using it. So it is liquid, you can get your money out pretty quickly. For Versa, it is 1 business day, and it is also very, not accessible, where you won't see it every single day. It's not your personal bank account, so you won't feel tempted to spend money out of there. And 3, it's enjoyable, and 4, it is relatively safe to use. So the clause here is that it is not PIDM insured when it comes to money market fund like Versa's product, but I think that is okay because you are investing with a reputable company, and a company like Affin Hwang is actually, it's a good bank. It's been around for a very long time as well. So that is the landscape for cash management. And then we're moving on to investment products. So investment products are very, very different from our cash management because it is a different mindset altogether. For cash, you're going to need it short term. Investments, you're generally going to need it medium to long term, and what you want to do is grow your money over time. For cash management, yes, you want to grow your money, but you know for a fact that your money is not going to grow a lot. What you're trying to do there is beat inflation and maintain or preserve the value or purchasing power of your money. Investments, something very different. So when considering between a cash management product and an investment related product, you do need to know it is a completely different set of requirements that you need to consider, and it's a different strategy altogether for your money. So investment products, as we know, I'm just going to go through this very quickly. My favorites are individual stocks. We have ETFs that we can invest through Robo advisor platforms, and then we have property, we have Forex, we have cryptocurrency, we have businesses that you can build or invest in, and I'm probably missing some other investment asset classes like collectibles, fine wine, cars that are going to appreciate in value instead of depreciate. There are some of those around, and of course handbags and gold. So yeah, that is it for the landscape. Okay, so after that whole long journey of describing what is a cash management type tool versus an investment type tool, I know for a fact that my gift fund is going to need a cash management tool, and that's why I am moving my money to Versa. So I've already created my account, and I will show you a little bit about what it looks like right now. My balance right now is 500 ringgit and 29 cents. I deposited 500 ringgit into my Versa account, and I have gained some interest of 29 cents within, I don't know how long it's been, maybe a week and a half. And I really do like the interface. There are a lot of articles that we can look at, and there's a really good one here called Here's What No One Tells Us About Money Market Funds. So what we want to do is really know our product and do our research and be aware of what we are putting our money into, and they make it very easy to study it. So I really invite you to utilize this platform, whether it is for a gift fund, whether it is for a vacation fund, whether it is for money that you're giving to your parents. I think that is one of the things that I really think is a good fund to have. And if you're gonna be saving up for that, make sure you're gonna be generating interest for your parents so that they can also use it whenever they want, because withdrawal is pretty easy as well. So go crazy, check out the app, and I have a referral code for you. Remember to use Suyinxversa, because you're going to be getting 10 free ringgit when you use that, and when you deposit a minimum of 100 ringgit. Remember, there is no minimum deposit that you need to have, but for this promo code, there is a minimum deposit of 100 ringgit so that you can have 10 ringgit in return for free. And this is only limited to the first 200 of my subscribers to use my promo code, and it is for a limited time only. So get on it, be one of those 200 people, and get your free 10 ringgit. If you do claim that 10 ringgit, remember it will only reflect in your Versa account somewhere around August, because they need to input it manually for you special people. So I guess we've come to the end of the video, and the verdict is that I'm pretty happy for moving bank accounts from CIMB to Versa so I can claim interest on my gift fund, because the people I love deserve to have more gifts in their lives. So by earning more interest, I'm able to give them more, I guess, in the long run. And I will be depositing the rest of my gift fund into this Versa account. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I will see you in the next one. Take good care. Bye!